We have more than 97% students who are placed. Highest package was 44.14 lakhs with Amazon. So more and more companies come and hire these kind of students from us. If I'm charging a lakh of rupee of fees and I'm giving an average output of 5 times, we have in BTech in emerging areas like AI, AIML, data science, cyber security, computer science, business system, IoT. In 87 rupees, a student do breakfast, lunch, evening tea, snacks and night dinner. We have created internship in-house. We are currently doing offline, but it has online module. 3 top students every year gets a scholarship.
Hello and welcome to shiksha.com. I am Deepak Singh with you. आज हम आए हैं नोएडा इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग एंड टेक्नोलॉजी में। हम बात करेंगे आज इस कॉलेज के एग्जीक्यूटिव वाइस प्रेसिडेंट मिस्टर रमन बत्रा जी से। रमन जी, आपका बहुत बहुत वेलकम है शिक्षा.com पर।
थैंक यू।
आउटपुट क्या होता है, रिजल्ट क्या होता है, हाउ डज दैट कम इनटू द प्लेसमेंट्स एंड अदर थिंग्स फॉर स्टूडेंट्स?
It's very important to create an ecosystem where a student gets a best placement. We get companies which come and hire students who are trained over specific technologies. Because what happens if we are into a rigid curriculum, a student get picked from a company, they go to a company, get trained for 6 months, they sit on bench, then they get a project. Out here our students are very different. We train them during their 3rd and final year. So as soon as they get into a corporate, they are readily deployable and readily billable. So more and more companies come and hire these kind of students from us because students are getting ready jobs, projects from day one of their interest area.
What does the placement data say for year 2022?
So 2022, we had a phenomenal year in the history of NIT. We have more than 97% students who are placed. Highest package was 44.14 lakhs with Amazon. 7 students got placed. Then we have students who got placed with Walmart, Google, Microsoft. Post that, our average salary is touching 5 lakhs per annum, which is like it gives you a lot of satisfaction if I'm charging a lakh of rupee of fees and I'm giving an average output of 5 times and the highest output of 44 times. It gives you a lot of satisfaction that the institute is on a right track and doing justice to the society.
What is the total fees or the per semester fees here in NIT?
So we come under UP government fees regulation structure where UP government fix fees every year. So our fees is pretty subsidized from UP government. So typically we charge around 1,10,000 rupees per year charge. And the first year fees is around 1.5 lakhs. So totally if you see around 4.6 lakh rupees for 4 years is that what we charge.
Are there any kind of college specific scholarships available as well?
Yeah, so every year we give meritorious scholarships. Starting from every department, 3 top students every year gets a scholarship from 25,000 rupees to 50,000 rupees depending upon the level they are getting. Apart from that, we have scholarship for sports, we have scholarship for music, we have scholarship for other cultural extracurricular activities a student is good at. So we support them. Apart from that, we also support students who are coming from our own family, that means our own faculty members, own non-teaching staff. We are doing a lot of CSR. Apart from scholarship, we run a small school for CSR which is called as Rainbow School, where around 104 students study, where we give them dress, food, education completely free of cost, and we give them a CBSE certificate. These are the migratory population which are workers work in.
Please let us know the complete, all kind of courses available in NIT.
At NIT, starting from UG programs, we have BTech. We have BTech in core branches like computer science, IT, electronics, mechanical, biotechnology. Post that, we have in BTech in emerging areas like AI, AIML, data science, cyber security, computer science, business system, IoT. Post that, we recently starting a program, again one of the first one in the state of Uttar Pradesh, which is an integrated program BCA and MCA for 5 years and BBA and MBA. This year we are launching that for 5-year program. Under PG program, we have MBA, MCA, This is under NIT Pharmacy Institute. We have D Pharm, B Pharm, and M Pharm. Then we also have PGDM program. So totally, if I talk about, we cater to around 3,500 students as a group in a year into different programs, and maximum all eligible programs are NBA accredited.
Focusing on engineering, what is the total intake, of all the kind of courses you have, the BTech programs, the new branches as well and the old branches as well? What is the total intake, and do you see those intakes increasing in next academic admission session?
So NIT has grown phenomenally over years. So this year only, if I talk about Bachelor in Technology BTech intake, it's 1860, which is one of the highest in the state. And in coming years, yes, we are bringing in new branches. We are increasing the intake into the old branches, and because we have become a college of choice, so we have a lot of demand which is coming from the society to increase more and more seats. So we are hopeful that very soon, we want to get into more larger intakes into different programs.
Now tell me about the campus. What kind of infrastructure in terms of the infrastructure which is visible, the building blocks, the hostel accommodation, what do you provide to students?
At our college, apart from classroom, labs, we have innovation center. So we have 28 innovation centers into different technology. Starting from Center of Excellence with BMW, MG Motors, Mercedes-Benz, Intel, Cisco, Microsoft, Salesforce, Pega, you name any big company, you will find their Center of Excellence here. How they support, if a student is learning a technology, they can work. Today, if a student is interested in EV, we have tie-up. Student is working on mechatronics, we have Mercedes there. Student wants to work on AI, we have a tie-up with Intel. So it's very important to make sure that you are learning the latest technology here. Apart from 27 Center for Excellence, we have two schools. One is School of Future Skill and other is Pyramid Finishing School. So Pyramid Finishing School is a whole employability school, which is a sponsored project. We don't charge anything from a student. It is divided into 4 modules. We work on an image edge. It is called as image edge. We work on a personality of a student. It is a techie edge where we make them learn about different technologies. Sharpen skill edge where we make sure that students learn about boardroom etiquette, email writing. Fourth is corporate edge and fork edge where a student learn how to adapt to a corporate. School of Future Skills, as I told you earlier, it caters to design thinking, emotional skills, creative skills, storytelling, emotional intelligence. All these skills are being given to them, so they become a responsible citizen carrying these kind of a knowledge for their future. So our infrastructure is a well combined facility which give them living facility. Our mess is unique model which runs on a cooperative mess. That means students runs it. Okay. They design the menu. Whatever the expenses comes in a month, they divide to the number of people and they take it. It is so economical. In 87 rupees, a student do breakfast, lunch, evening tea, snacks and night dinner.
So day food, the cost of a day food
is 87 rupees. Yeah. And it is completely controlled by students. It is so subsidized. Even if you go to Indian Railways in 87 rupees, you will not get all 4 meals.
And they decide the menu as well?
Yeah, they decide. So all students from every year become a part of a committee. They design the menu and they run it.
What kind of rooms and beds are available in the hostel?
Okay, so we have air-conditioned rooms, single-seater, double-seater, triple-seater. We have air-cooled rooms, similar pattern. We have 4-seater, 3-seater, 2-seater. We have separate hostel for girls and boys. We also support them with canteen facilities, which is we called as a food court. The good thing about a food court is maximum food court are run by our alumni. So they have their own business ventures which are running and they run it. Okay. Apart from that, at our institution, it is more, we work on diversity. So more than 67% of our faculty members are female. Okay. And out of 16 departments, 12 head of departments are females. So we are very sensitive about that. So we make that sure that any girl who is taking admission at NIT feels secure.
So in 2022, if I ask, what kind of profiles were offered?
So maximum profile offered for the initial 25 companies were product-based companies, because we call mass recruiters pretty late. So initially product-based companies come, which is into software code development. Apart from that, we got profiles into mechatronics for mechanical students. We got profiles into VLSI for electronic students. We got profiles from companies like Nestle for biotech, from Dabur from biotech.
What percentage of your the outgoing batch got placed?
So till now, 97% of our outgoing batch has been placed. In fact, for the students who are currently in third year, their hiring is already started. So it's such a big rush from a company coming to our institution and hire the right candidate.
How do a student get admission in IET? Is there any entrance exam which needs to be given, or is there any kind of management quota is also available in this college?
Okay. We are affiliated by AKTU University, Lucknow. So under the policy of the university, 85% students come through counseling. So earlier AKTU used to do an exam. From last year, it is IIT JEE exam which happens. Through that, only counseling happens through AKTU and student comes. 15% is a management quota, where we don't take any management capitation fees. We take students on merit. So once a student comes, we evaluate on their math skills. If they are taking into admission into engineering, if they're taking an MBA, we talk to them and understand their communication skills. Then we offer them a branch on the same fees what has been offered through counseling.
How does the college support a student in internships during their course? And do they provide opportunities, internship opportunities, or students need to find themselves?
So internship is very, very important component, because if you are doing a program into technology, till the time you don't apply your knowledge, it does not make any sense. You cannot make a good engineer. So in our institute, because we are autonomous, from first year, we have 3 different kinds of projects. One is called as micro project, one is called as mini project, one is called as major project, which are connected through internships. So we have created internship verticals. So internship does not mean that you have to go to an industry and do an internship. We have created internship in-house. A student can come to our labs early in first year, second year, can be an intern, can work on a project. As far as industry internships are concerned, under train and hire model, any students who is getting placed early final year, they get internship for 6 to 9 months into industry, which are paid internships. So recently, for this current batch, we have around 300 student funnel generated, which are already being offered internships. Over and above, we have internship tie-ups with companies like Internshala, which gives you an online platform for internship. There are more online portals which offers internship. So I think more or less every student at NIT get an opportunity to be an intern with the industry. Students who are not getting, we make sure that they get internship opportunity in the college to work on projects. So ultimately the whole idea is student can apply their knowledge into day-to-day work.
Okay. And what is the mode of studying? Is it completely offline, online, or a hybrid model here?
We are currently doing offline, but it has online modules, because every semester 2 subjects a student does through online, which is a credit program through Coursera. Recently we got approval from AICT to start ODL and online programs. So we have a state-of-art studio, and we are launching programs into management and PG programs into online, where our teachers will be training people online, plus it will be a hybrid also for the working professionals. Our classrooms are state-of-art. We don't do run-of-the-mill kind of a classroom. It's a very innovative classroom, which are acoustics involved there. A student comes, interact with animations, with video content, and all these video content are also available for a student back home. So they want to go and revise the content, they can go and revise the content. Even our examination patterns are very different.
You have made a lot of efforts, students have made a lot of efforts, faculty have made a lot of efforts. Are we seeing the result? Are we seeing a lot of new kind of products or new kind of innovations coming out of this college?
So I'm very happy to share that a lot of our startups are doing great work. I'll give you an example. We have a startup by name Unico, which is working on sustainability products. They are being appreciated by government of UP. They supply to companies like Facebook. They supply to organizations like World Health Organization, UNICEF. They're doing a great job, supported by NIT, incubated at NIT. We have a company called as Indian Defense Reforms, which are specialized into drones using AI, where they are not only creating drones here, but they are also supporting our student to get internship. They have created 6-inch by 6-inch suicidal drone, which are very much there in the media everywhere. So at NIT, we are trying to create a holistic environment where a student can work on their interest, because these are Generation Z. So they require the correct incubation to grow. They have wonderful ideas. The Indian youth is great. India as a future is great because it is the youngest country of the world. I think if all educational institutes work together, not work in silos, I think India can create a better ecosystem, and more unicorns can come and inspire the young generation.
But Mr. Batra, it's a very capital intensive work, asking these people to innovate and putting capital for those innovations. For a college like NIT, and especially that we have just crossed the era of lockdowns, a lot of less number of admissions, those kind of things. Probably a lot of colleges, private colleges, struggled as well if they did not have the state support. How does what motivates you to that level, that at this era, in these times, where a few colleges, as I told, are struggling, still you are pumping in capital in order to create those kind of innovations, those kind of research at NIT? What motivates you?
We always believe that change is the only constant in the world. So it's very important that if you have to exist in this world, you need to keep changing yourself. You need to keep evolving yourself. What we started doing is, we started focusing on research and innovation. Last year, we did consultancy and sponsored research of 4 to 5 crores without any support. Okay. Now, this amount is also shared by the faculty members, but also this is being pumped back towards innovation. Okay. So slowly, that cycle is getting created where industry is acknowledging us as a partner. We are getting paid for our research, and we are again pushing it back to the system. Point number second here is, college itself has corpus which is increasing every year on year for innovation. So last year we had 5 crore rupees budgeted towards only research and innovation, and in coming years we want to work over more. Point number third, recently AICT has given us Idea Lab. So we were one of the 49 institutions pan India which got Idea Lab, a unique concept by AICT, where they want a school student to a PG student getting into a lab, getting into a test bed where they can have an idea and create a product. Okay. So the lab has already been established, and we really not only want to cater to our student, we want to go to the schools. We have already done 7 tie-ups with schools here, including DPS, Army schools and another, where students will come, work 24 into 7. They can come on Sundays, Saturdays, evening. They have an idea, come, you have all equipment, all machine, come and test and try to create a product, and we help them to commercialize. So all this is powering us to take the institute to a next level. And I hope once this system start working, this cycle start working, more and more success stories start coming from the institute, and it keeps motivating the staff also and the students.
What is the next for NIET? Is it going on the roads of becoming a university in the future?
Vision clearly says that we want to be a university with a difference. Our focus will remain toward entrepreneurship. Our logo will remain Get Future Ready. We want to be a job giver. We want to make student a job giver instead of job seeker. So these are the fundamental, vision what we've created. Apart from that, very strongly, we want to work on sustainable development goals. NIT is working. NIT want to become a digital smart campus with sustainability. So currently, we tied up with a company called as Capgemini, and we are working on a digital smart campus where we can save energy and we can contribute to our nation, and also sensitize the youth that why sustainability is important. Okay. Giving back.
Like they say, constant thing which is there is always the change. Change is always constant. At NIET, that is visible. A lot of innovations keep on happening. A lot of entrepreneurship is being given focus on. Many kind of new labs are being offered. A lot of new courses will be available in the times to come. Plans to carry this dream forward, probably into a university in the times to come. Then plans to go from offline to hybrid to online models. A lot of new things, as Mr. Batra told us. So in case you are interested in taking admission in NIET, you can probably consider NIET as your BTech college.